Hey guys, this is gonna be my first YouTube video, and I'm gonna do a tackle box kind of tour thing. A lot of this stuff in here is old, like this. I couldn't even tell you how old this was. And some of the stuff is new, like this. I only bought this like a couple days ago. So I'm gonna do a tour of it all real quick and show you guys what's all in it. So I'm gonna start off with this. This is a little, rattling. It's super old. Well, I don't know how old it is, but here, if I can hold these hooks kind of without hooking myself, you can hear it. It's a rattling, and it's supposed to attract fish as you reel it in. I think you guys probably know that. And it's nice. I've only used it a couple times though, because it's older, and I have a newer one right here. And it's basically the same, just newer. And I use this, as you can hear. It has a lot of little beads in it, or whatever is in there that shakes, and I use this one a lot, And this is a frog that I have, see. I use this when there's a lot of stuff that I can get hooked on, or if there's a lot of lily pads out, and I can, cast this, and I can usually catch something with this, and it's very nice. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was like $8 just for this one, which is crazy, but I use it. Stick just fell out of a tree. What the heck was that? And this is a top water. It has a little propeller on it, and it spins in the water as it goes to attract more fish, and it stays at the top of the water. It has these hooks. It's a smaller one, so that I guess smaller fish can get it. I guess I don't know, but I don't really know what this is, honestly. But I have like two more over here. Car going. There's like two more over here that look the same, just bigger. So, they got the little propeller too and all that. They're just bigger. So I don't really know anything about these. I mean, I kind of use them sometimes, but not really. This is one of my favorite. It's older. It's not super old, but yeah, I forget what they're called, but you can like cast them out and they'll kind of spin like this. Like this is the motion they'll kind of create in the water, just kind of like that, like back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And it will, make it look more like a real fish. And I have caught bass on this before, and it is amazing. I love using this. Now, this is old, probably from like the 80s, and I have a newer one right here that I showed earlier. This is just a smaller one, and it's don't really have any comment on it because I don't really use it because I have a newer one right there. But I would assume it would work the same. It's just smaller, just like that, and those. So just gotta keep it right there, just so I know I have it. This is another one of my favorites. It's a little crawfish, supposed to imitate a crawfish. And you grab on from right here, and it will, hold on from the tail and like, go back and forth, like the motion of a crawfish. And I have caught a lot with this, and I love it. It's one of my favorite. Anytime I get a chance to use this, I will. It's just my all-out favorite one to use. I already showed you guys this. This is one of those little gummy ones, That's what I call them, gummy ones. And I used it once. It's alright, I guess. But considering I have that, I don't really use it that much. But, I still have it. Just kind of keep it right there. I have more in here, like, see, I got more right there. You can see it. It's at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. This is just like these, but I've never used it actually. It has two propellers though. I didn't even notice that. It's old. I couldn't even tell you how old this thing was, but Yeah, the hooks on it are rusted. Am I gonna show it? Focus. It's not wanting to focus. There we go. Can you see that rust? That's a lot of rust on those hooks. I need to replace those, and there's really old line on that. If it will focus again, kind of see it, but I've never really used this. But I guess I'll have to try replace the hooks, maybe clean it a little. Already went over these too. This is another one of my favorites. It you know, it's supposed to imitate a real fish, you know, like that. And I love it. It's supposed to be like a little robotic fish, and I just love it. It's one of my favorites to use in the water, and it's just so fun to use. But the only problem is if there's like a bunch of stuff in the water, it'll hook it all up. You gotta keep on getting it off. So it's really only the bad thing about this. But I guess a lot of other lures can say the same, so, you know. I already went over this one. Well, I didn't go over it. It's basically just a bigger version of this and newer. I bought this like at Academy a couple days ago. Same with this one, actually. But, yeah, I guess now we're going to go to the next layer. So, I guess I'll go over this one first, because it's the nearest. This one has a spoon on it. That's what these are called, spoons. And one of these. I don't know if these are also spoons or not, but, you know. And it has a big hook on it. I've used this thing forever. I don't even know how long I've had this. I think maybe like, I don't know, like 6 years maybe? Maybe not that long. But, like, I think I've had ones just like it for like my entire life almost. And this is, you know, just one I've had forever. I've had it for at least like 3 years, at least. And I don't really use it all that often because I just don't. But I mean, like, if it's I use it sometimes, but like not very often. Just like because I've used it so much. Because before I started fishing like a lot, I would use this all the time, like every time I went fishing. So I just don't really use this that much anymore because of how much I used it. So just gotta kind of squeeze it and then just slip it in this. Okay, we have to do it. Oh wait, that's the wrong. If I can even wait. Sorry, I just got. It's hard to do because of how big it is. There we go. And now I have these. This is I have a bunch of these little worm thingies, but I only really use one, and that's this one because it has the little spoon thing on it, and it already had the hook in it and all that. Am I gonna show it or not? It has the little spoon thing on it already, and it's just already has like these, and just go use it. Don't have to put a hook in it or anything because the hook is already in. And I use this actually a good bit. I've caught a couple like bass with it and like one white perch, and it's nice. I have to like admit it's not bad. I use it pretty often. It doesn't really get caught on anything either. It's just a nice lure for like, you know, basic fishing. This one is basically that one that I just showed, but, you know, smaller. It has the little thing on it, the spoon, just one instead of two. And the hook is a little smaller, and it doesn't have the big head on it. So that's basically it about it. Same with this, but with this one, it has this little propeller to go in the water and like spin around and to attract more fish. That's the only difference with this one. And it still has the head, and it has the big hook too. Out of all these three, I probably use that one the most. Well, I used to use that one all the time, but now I use that one the most, probably, out of these three similar ones. So, that's about it with those three. Or if you want to include that, but you know what I mean. Oh, no, wait. This one has 2 hooks. I didn't even show that. This one has 2 hooks on it. It's pretty cool, actually. I didn't even know that. And now, I have a million of these. I'll just show one. All of them have all of them are a different color. And sometimes I have like 2 of these white ones right here, and it has a little spoon thing on it, the spoon, and it has this on it. Well, you know, the main thing and the 3 hook. Oh, ow. I accidentally hooked myself. It went like in my nail almost, and that hurt. But yeah, it has 3 hooks, triple hooks, and I do use this one the most, the white one, just because, I don't know. And I like it, honestly. I've caught a little, I've never really caught anything big on it besides like a couple of small bass, and that's really it. But it's nice. I have these 3 guys. I'll show this one, then I'll show that one, because that one's a little different. This one has the little split in the middle right here, then with the hook coming out, and it's just like the one I showed in there, actually, just except as a split, you know, has a spoon and everything. And here's the other one I was talking about. It looks a little different. It doesn't have the split. Well, it does kind of, because it ripped a while ago, but it has a little fin almost, and it has a smaller hook. It still has a spoon and all that, but it has the head. But that's really the only difference with this one. It's not as squeezier either. Like, you can't really squeeze it like you would expect it to be really squeezy, but it's not. But yeah, I have 2 different. Oh, dropped it. I have 2 different. I have like 4 of these in here, but there's 2 different versions. I'll sit that one there, and I'll sit the other kind here. Yeah, that one's right there. They're literally the same, just they look different. This one has the eye, and this one right here doesn't. And they both have the same hook, the same everything, basically. Yeah, they're just supposed to imitate a little fish. I like having this on it, and I use these a good bit, you know. They're nice. Ow, I accidentally flicked it like that and almost hooked myself, but this one, I like it. It's nice. I've caught like 1 or 2 bass on this. I think not much, but it's still nice. I've never caught anything big on it though. These are oil ones. I guess I'll just, like, these are oil ones that dried out, so I just leave them in here. So you got this one. Honestly, this one was never oily, but I kept it in there. Oh, it's green, because that green. There's that one. But yeah, I ran out of hooks when I did this, so it has a little like white perch kind of hook. I need to change that, but that's basically how I did it. I never really used this. I mean, I caught like one. I think I caught a white perch on this, just one. And then I think I caught a small bass on this, a small bass. And then there's that little crawfish guy I was just talking about, but it actually has a hook on it, I think. Yeah, see the hook. Focus. Autofocus, help. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there's that little hook. And there's one more down there, but it looks just like this, just a different color, so I'm not really gonna try it. This is where I keep all like my bobbers, you know, and I have, you know, this little thing in it, so if I catch a fish, I can leave it on that. And I keep these clippers in here for when my thing gets, for my line and all that, with all these things in it, you know, just like so I can use it if my line gets like messed up or something. And there's not really much to do with this besides that it has a really old bobber to the point where the white on it went like brown, kind of. Oh, my neck hurts. This is my grandpa gave this to me. It's a little thingy. It's old. I keep all my weights on this side. There's all these different weights. I kind of have it organized, you know, like bullet heads and all that. And then if I flip it over to the other side, this is where all my hooks are. I don't have any worm hooks right now. And as you can tell, I use a lot of these ones, these weight ones, because they're just easier. These ones right here are really old. These ones are new. These yellow and white ones are old. I don't know, not old, but kind of old. And these are to put on your, like, here, I'll show you. Right, no, I can't because I have one hand, but I may be able to, like, clip it. Well, this thing doesn't want to autofocus. You can see, like, right in this, right there's that little clip thing, and you can use it to, like, clip into the, those little holes right here, so that you can, you know, cast it and all that, because you would usually have your line in that, but you can use these to just quickly do it. And I have these triple ones. I like these a lot, actually. I don't really use them that much, but I do like them. It has a little screw bit on it, and like a bobber bit. Not a bobber, why did I call it that? But like a twisty thing, and it you know, oh, wait, I'll grab it in a second when I'm done with this video. But yeah, it's right there. These are, you know, normal hooks. Actually, I may have to grab it. No, I won't. So that's this right here where I keep my hooks. These right here are really old. My grandpa gave me this tackle box, and these were in it when he gave it to me. These are like really old. Or they may not be really old, but they're like, you know, old. This is some line. Nothing really interesting about it. It's just line for my fishing rod. I have a bunch of oil-based ones that I keep down here in the package. There's, you know, these. I showed you all, like the ones that aren't up there that I didn't show you. Like these are some of the oil-based ones that dried out and I just left them there. This is one of them that I didn't show because it wasn't up there. It's basically just that bright one right there, but different color, you know. This is one of my favorites to use. Like, I use this all the time. It's Big Bite Baits. These worms right here. I have caught bass on these before. They are like the best. I love them so much. Like, I just like these a lot. These are Yum Baits, and I mean, they're all right. They're not as good as those right here, but I mean, they're all right. They're nice. They're smaller though. They you know, there's no really complaints with them. They're nice, you know. There's nothing I can really say about it besides it's like a worm. Oh, that fell out. This is a little screw bit. It's a flathead screwdriver, you know. Okay, here, if I can open this up with one hand. Okay, there we go. This is where I keep my screwdriver. You can screw this part off like that, this part right here. See? It's screwing off, but I keep this bit on it because this is, I just keep it on if it will focus. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Wait, sorry. It doesn't want to. It's like the, and I already showed you the flathead. There's another flathead in here, in this. This is where I keep them, you know, just easy. And this, like, see, I keep it like that so it will close all the way because it's how it's made to be. And nothing really falls out of that, you know, see. So it's nice, you know. I mean, there's no really complaints with it. You know, it's a small screwdriver, you know. I can work on my rod with it. I'm going to show you my rod in a second. But I can work on my rod with it if I need to and all that. Here, I think this is the last thing. Let me check. Yeah, that's the last thing. This is the last thing right here. This was a box of hooks, but I used it to do this because it's just easier. I don't know. You know, I don't want to waste too much space in my tackle box, so I just did this. They're all the same, just different colors. Like, see, they're little dingies. Y'all should know what these are. You know, like they're the little, what are they called? Can't remember what they're called, but you know, you can just slip a hook in it and you can catch like bait fish, or you can, you know, catch like a really small fish if you want. There's really nothing special about these besides there's a bunch of different colors of them. Well, I have some, you know, mixed, because they basically are the same, just different like that, you know. I think I have, yeah, right there. Okay, I'm sorry, I just went really quiet. But see, there's like these ones. Like, I mixed the colors just so like 4 would fit, you know, like that. And there's nothing really special about them. They're, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, there's this right here. I think this was an oil-based one, and I accidentally put it in here, I guess. Yeah, this was an oil-based one, and I put it in here on accident. I'm just gonna leave it in there because I mean, so, you know, nothing I can do about it now. Well, no, I think I may have purposely did that. I did this a while ago, like when I first got like these set of hooks. There's this. I don't think this was ever oil-based. This has a 2 split. You know, this was never supposed to be oil-based, but I just threw it in there. And you know, that's basically my tackle box. That's, yeah, that's everything in my tackle box. It's a 20-minute video about my tackle box. Jesus. And this is my rod. It's, I think, a 6 foot. It's it doesn't have anything on it right now. It's a nice rod. It casts well. It's like a, I think like a, exact price. This is my reel on it. It's it didn't come stock with it. I had to get a separate reel, but it feels really nice, honestly. It feels like butter, and it has this part to kind of sit on your shoulder. I mean, like, well, I don't want, like, see, this is like kind of how it feels, almost how it would look. And it is amazing. I love it. I used to use a really small rod before I got this, and it is like the best thing I've ever used. Well, I haven't used, you know, anything crazy good, but it is one of the, you know, for me, one of the best things I've ever used, and I love it. But this is basically all there is, you know. That's how my tackle box looks without any of this, you know, it closed. I'm still getting, I'm gonna get a lock for it right here to put a lock in. You know, I don't really think anybody's gonna take anything out of it, but you know, there's that. But so this is like my beach. This is where I fish mainly. I have a dock, but I catch more fish here because I don't know, there's just more fish over here than there is at my dock. So you know, there's those little pole things. You know, like I can tie stuff on that and then throw it in the water, you know, to like attract fish and stuff. Here's all this, you know, it's nice. It's a nice little fishing spot, so I'm not standing in the grass and all that. That's basically it. Kingfisher. Yeah. But that's basically it. That's the end of it. So I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.